This video was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime, and nobody has any permission to use this video without my permission or authorization. This music was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime. And nobody has any permission to use this music without my permission or authorization.
Okay, hopefully this... Ow, my ear! There we go. Hopefully this bloody thing's recording. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's gonna be kind of like a fun video. I'm gonna show you guys my new setup here for me recording and editing my videos, because I had to change the software that I was using for editing videos, because the other online software, for some stupid reason, it stopped working properly and it keeps on glitching, so I have to use a different one. So without further ado, well, let's get into it. First, let me make myself small. And how do I want to do this? I guess I'll make this this size. Can we go back to my desktop? Thank you. Too many things opened. Now, let's see. Okay. So basically, I used to use... Hold on, if I can open this without everything going glitchity glue. Okay, there we go. So I used to use this site, and I used to use the video editor on this site. And every time I go to create project, it does this. It loads all of this crap. And every time I try to load a video, like, let's see here, I'll do an example with not this one. God dang it. This one. I'll do an example with let's see, with this video that I just recorded. I already edited it in a different software, but this video, watch what happens when I try to upload it. Nothing happens. Like, it's supposed to appear down there in the timeline. It doesn't appear at all. Like, it's like it's stuck or something. And this crap happens all the time. Like, yeah, it changes the title, but it doesn't do anything else. And this crap happens all the time. I tried using a different browser, Firefox. It was working fine for a little bit, but then it started doing this crap also. So it's something with this fucking site. I don't know what's going on with 123 apps. I don't know what's going on with this video editor, but it's basically screwed up to the point where it's basically unusable at this point to me. Like, the site itself, I can use it because it has other tools that I can use, like video converters and audio converters. But when it comes to creating videos and when it comes to editing videos, this site is basically this section, the editing videos part, is unusable to me at this point. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why, but that's what happened. And if I go back to that, it loads that up for some dumb reason. I can close out of this. And for some reason, when I hit that, it opens up a new page, which I don't know what's going on. And if I go back, it's still doing the same bullshit. So it's not like an old page thing. It's just some stupid unknown reason, it's just yeah. See what I mean? It'll just load up. It'll just load up old stuff and completely like glitch out, and it's just basically completely and totally unusable. So the video editor I can't do, but everything else it has audio tools and other tools that I can use. So the site is still useful in that regards, but with video editing, no, it's no longer useful. It just doesn't fucking work for some reason. So because of that, I had to use a different program. This program came pre-installed on my Windows 11 machine. It's called ClickChamp, and pretty much, basically, this basically does everything that website does. That website did, and more, because it has more editing tools. Basically, you can it does have AI stuff because this is a Microsoft product, and you know how Microsoft likes their AI. But I don't use that. You can just create a new project from scratch. That's if you want to create an AI video, if you want to do something like that. But this, you can just create a new project and give it a moment. There's a program version of this on the computer, and this is just the Einlon version. The Einlon version seems to work better. And every time I start, I have to turn this off, because what this program would also do is it automatically stores all of your projects in your OneDrive. For me, that's not really much of a problem, because I have a bunch of space on my drive, because I pay for the OneDrive, but I don't want my videos stored there. I store them elsewhere after my projects are completed, because I don't want it to count against my OneDrive, and also I just store it elsewhere because the raw files sometimes will take a lot of space, and the space will add up, especially if you do like a bunch of big videos and stuff. So hold on, let me see here. You know what? I can just minimize this. Actually, I can just make myself really tiny, so that way my big ol' head isn't in the way, and then I can minimize this. So basically, that's basically what it does. It basically, you can import files, which will basically it'll import whatever file and also it does also support drag and drop. Like, I'll use this one for example. You can basically drag and drop it, and it'll just do that. And then from there you can just hit the plus button, and it'll add it to the timeline. I can just get rid of that. Yes, I am sure. And then you can record. So yes, you can also record from this. You can select scene, camera, screen, audio, and it even has text to speech. So yeah, you can add like text to speech and stuff like that. And then it has let's see, what is this? Content library. I guess you can use other like pre-built stuff in it if you for like editing and making your videos pop and stuff. And then they also have video templates you can make. And they also have text. So that's basically you can add your text to the video. And then transitions, that's basically video transitions. And brand kit, I have no idea what that does. I guess that's if you do like sponsorships and stuff in your videos. I don't, because my videos are not monetized. Because to be monetized on YouTube, you have to go through a bunch of steps, and also you have to have a lot of subscribers, a lot more than I do currently. So yeah, and also I don't really want to be monetized because it's work. It's a lot of work. You have to basically output videos you have to output videos. It's a lot of work. It's not something I want to do. So basically that's what it does. That's what this does. And this thing is called ClickChamp. That's what it's called. and it is linked to your Microsoft account. As you can see, I'm logged into my Microsoft account, and I believe this. Yeah, see, it's linked to the rest of the Microsoft ecosystem. Although I have no idea why Skype is here. That program no longer exists. I guess Microsoft hasn't updated that yet. And that's pretty much it. You can even change the size of the aspect ratio. You can make it wide, 16 by 9, 9 by 16, square, classic, social, cinema, portrait, notification. And then you can also, it looks like you can also change the background color. And you can even add your own custom color and gradient color. Like this, and that is not there because there's no audio, but you can also add audio to use other stuff. And I think you can also add closed captioning as well. Yeah, you can add captioning as well. Although I don't mess with that stuff because I think YouTube, when you upload the video, it does it automatically. So I just let the YouTube algorithm decide whatever the heck it wants to do with in regards to that, because it does use AI to do the thing, so it may not exactly be as accurate. And also, I just upload it to YouTube anyway, so there's no sense of basically doing the extra work when the work is already going to be done. And then you can share the video. Okay, that requires the backup to be on, but you can share the video. You can back up. I believe when you export the project, you can you can back up to. Of course, you can back up to. What the fuck is this thing is called? I believe it's called. Hold on, my OneDrive. That's what it's called. Sorry, my brain drew a blank. So you can back up to OneDrive. It'll do that by default. You can also back up to, I believe, Google Drive, and you can also automatically, like from this program, directly upload it to YouTube. And you can also upload it to TikTok, and also, I believe, LinkedIn. Yeah, so pretty much this program basically does everything that my old editing software, online editing software did, and much more. It has more options. But do bear in mind that if you don't turn this off, it will back up your projects to your OneDrive. So if you're on the free tier, that will take up your space pretty quickly. Because I believe you only get like a couple gigabytes or so on when you on the free tier. Me, I have a bunch of space because I pay for Microsoft 365 because I was a Windows user for a long time, and the other options didn't work. I tried LibreOffice for a little bit, but it was too wonky for me. And also, every time I would try to update it, it would update very slowly, or it was just a mess. So I decided to just say, and also I needed more space on my drive anyway, so I decided to just bite the bullet, and I got the Microsoft 365. And yes, I know you saw somebody in my room. That was me. That's me. Don't mind that. That's just my phone, because I have the whole link. My phone is linked to my computer, so whatever notification appears on my phone appears here too. And it was just telling me that my camera in my bedroom saw me when I'm sitting right in front of it. So yeah, it does that. But yeah, anywho, this is basically the editing software that I'm going to be using, well, until further notice, unless something else happens, because this has basically everything the old software has and much more. And also I can increase volume and stuff like that. Basically, this is much more useful to me than the old software. So let me minimize this. Or actually, yeah, I can minimize this. Actually, I can exit this. And let me guess, yeah, it's going to automatically save it. I can just delete this. Yes, remove. I don't need that. Okay, and then I can minimize, and then it has a bunch of other stuff that you can do, and you also have templates. So you can also, there's a bunch of templates you can use. So it's pretty much more useful. I know, and also yes, do bear in mind, since it does, some of the features have AI stuff in it, but you can also create your own stuff from scratch. It does, and I do, and also the actual recording software that I use for my videos, in case if it wasn't obvious enough, is OBS. That's what I use, because I use this software because, one, I can track my mic to make sure I don't accidentally peak the mic with my loud mouth. But it also has other stuff, like this other the other mic input is for this other mic that I have here. It's for my secondary mic. Well, secondary mic, because this is my primary mic. But pretty much I use OBS because OBS is absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single penny for it, and it gets the job done. It does save the videos in MKV format, but as soon as I process the video, it automatically, as soon as I process the video, it automatically saves the video. As soon as I process the video in ClickChamps, the ClickChamps automatically saves it as MP3. Or actually, not MP3, my bad, MP4. I was thinking about audio files. Audio files are MP3. So it'll save it as MP4, and also you can with ClickChamps. Let me show you this, because this is another interesting tidbit and something that I didn't know that this thing does. So basically, let me see here. I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna put this in here as an example, and then if I add the project. And then if I go to the... Hold on, first I need to get rid of that to make sure... Yeah. To make sure it doesn't take up my space accidentally. But if you hit... basically, here's the other tools you can use on the side in ClickChamps. So for actual video recording, I use OBS, and everybody knows what OBS is. For ClickChamps, here's the other editing options. Like here, you can add captions. And as you can see, it will generate the captions with AI, so results may vary on that. And then you can also adjust the audio, because for some reason my earphones, the headset that I'm using, it always, for some reason, despite me adjusting stuff in OBS, for some reason it always lowers my volume. It always, the volume of my videos is low, so I use this to increase the volume. And then you can also adjust fade. You can also have a bunch of different types of filters and stuff. You can also have different effects. Like if you have other videos, you can have your video spinning around and doing a bunch of other stuff. You can also adjust exposure, contrast, saturation, temperature, and transparency. As you can see, and then you can also do blend mode, darken. Like it also shows you like an example of how it will look like, and that's what I like. Is it shows you like an example before you actually apply it. And then speed of the video, you can go all the way up to x6 times 16. And all the way down to times 0.1. And I think you can also adjust it in here. I'm not sure if you can make it lower than that, or higher than 16x. That I'm not sure. I haven't played around with that part. Now and also here's the share part. Okay, never mind. But here's the export part. If you hit the export part, here is the part that I want to talk about. You can do what the heck? Thought I heard something. That was weird. I honestly thought I heard something like an echo in my headset. That was weird. As I was trying to say, you can do up to 4K, but as you can see, your video has no 4K media. So if your video isn't 4K, it's not going to be 4K. But you can also do 1080p, high quality, and 720p. And also you can do more options. You can do 480p, and that's as low as you can go for drafts. And then you can do audio only if your video has audio and you just need the raw audio from the video. And this you can actually change locations. I probably shouldn't have opened that. Never mind. I'm not going to open that. It's going to take too long to load. But that you can store it in the cloud. But if you turn it off and hit export, it will automatically export the video, and then it'll store it locally on your machine. And then also it'll give you options if you want to upload it to other places or if you want to directly upload it to YouTube. I'm not going to do this because as soon as I start this, actually, it's not going to be instant because this video is rather long. But here's what happens when you export. Like right here, it shows you like the progress of your video. It shows you like a little sample here on the mini player expert tracker. So it's basically, it'll track the progress. The save to the computer, that'll be enabled by default if you don't have the backup. Yeah, like I said, you can save it to Drive, upload it directly to YouTube, send it to TikTok, and you can save it in Dropbox and also share it to LinkedIn. Okay, I'm gonna go back on here. Yes, cancel the export. Okay, and then I can go back over here, continue without backups. And then, since this was just an example, I can get rid of that. Yes, remove. And there we go, it's gonna update the list. And also down here, which is actually very useful, it actually shows you your cloud storage and it shows how much you've used and how much you have remaining. Like on here, I've only used 23% of my cloud storage. So it'll tell you, and whether or not this requires a Microsoft account, that I'm not sure. If you have to have a Microsoft account to use this, that I'm not sure. But it does link with your Microsoft account. So if you're signed into your Microsoft account on your on Windows 11, I think it'll automatically sign you in. Or if you're using Office 365, I think this program is kind of part of the package. So it will, I think either it'll ask you if you want to sign in or it'll automatically sign you in. That I'm not sure. Okay, since I can minimize this because I'll be using this later to edit this video, and I can minimize this as well. So that's, and then this is OBS. This is how I record. Not only, and also, as people are aware, you can also stream with this. As you can see, I have it linked to my YouTube, so I can either stream from YouTube itself or stream directly from OBS if I wanted to. Okay, now let me make myself big again. There we go. So pretty much that's basically now my new setup, because that the other website that I was using, the 123 apps website for the editing video portion, for some reason doesn't work anymore. It glitches out. So now I'm going to be using ClickChamps because it works and it gets the job done. So anywho, ladies and gentlemen, that's my new setup now. I hope you guys so that's my new if I could speak, that would be lovely. That's my new setup now, so there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on my next video, whenever it is and whatever it is. Have a good day and or night, everybody. Bye.